All right, we're out here at St. Anthony Sand Dunes, so if you want to come ride with us, hit us up. But hey, the H2 just came out. So tell us in the comments, what do you think? I mean, this to me is looking like the best bang for your buck, just off the showroom floor car to buy today, what the market gives you. But do you think it's going to be the fastest car? That's the big question. Do you think a two-seat Nav R is still going to be faster than this, or a Pro R? Or where do you think it really stacks up? I mean, yeah, we're looking at horsepower numbers, but you all know I love a lot of power, and so I'm just wondering what we can do with that car, and what the potential is, and what the capabilities are, like peak capabilities. So let us know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Okay, so the big news is with this H2, you might as well call it the H2 dune car, because it's wider than the original KRX. It's got more power. It's got the supercharger. It's 250 horsepower. I was hoping with that motor it'd be a little bit more displacement, but at the end of the day, they just beat everybody when it comes to horsepower numbers with 250 horsepower. We all know, I feel like in general, Kawasaki's had a pretty reliable car in general. So I'm excited to potentially see if this car is going to be as reliable as their previous models. But I'm pretty excited about this. It's hard to beat it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's cheaper than the Nav R, it's cheaper than the Pro R. It's hard to beat this bang for your buck car. So a few of the things that I really like about it is if you got a family, it's got that bench seat. Costs you an extra $500 for that bench seat, but that's great. But it's got the electronic suspension, so it's gonna have great suspension, supercharger, great power. So a couple of my favorite things is just in generalizing it. It's just really, it's the price, the bang for your buck. You can't beat it. In today's economy, in today's market, I think it's hard to beat what this is gonna give you, you know, as far as if you bought the deluxe. Personally, I believe that base model is pretty pointless because you're not getting even a roof on the top. There's a lot of things you're kind of missing. There's a lot of cool features. I mean, you get the Garmin in the deluxe model, you get the electronic suspension. I'll tell you right now, I got Walker Evans on my Pro R. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't do it again. I'd go back to my electronic suspension. I've always been a big fan of that, and I'd go right back to it on the next car if I did another Pro R. Also, you got that supercharger on there. So right now they're saying 250 horse, but with that Nav R, I know the 4-seat's kind of slow in the Nav R in the 4-seat, but it's a really long car. It's longer than this KRX. I think for a 4-seat, this KRX is actually really good because it's a little shorter than the Pro R. It's definitely shorter than the Nav R limo, but I'm kind of curious where that 250 horsepower versus, you know, your Nav R, you have that DCT, so they say you have a little less power loss on that. So I kind of wonder how even these cars might be. I have a feeling that these cars might be really, really similar, but we'll see. I'm not sure, but that is a couple of things I'm curious about at the end of the day. Is this thing gonna last? Which I think Kawi has a good name behind them as far as their cars are built well. I think their cars are pretty sturdy. So I do think it has potential to be reliable, but I also think, you know, you got 250 horse, be a great duner car, you know, and then great, you know, out in the desert car too, with all that suspension. If you're trying to find some negatives, I don't really know. There's really not. It's hard to beat what you're getting there. The only negative is we just don't know, right? Some of these cars have come out in the last 5 years. Some of these cars, we all thought they were going to be amazing, and then they kind of flopped or this or that. We'll see. I would love to get into one. Whether I get into one or not, we'll see. But I would love to get into one. I'd really like to see how they run compared to the Pro R and the Nav R. And I'd like to see it run against the Nav R and the Nav R 2-seat and 4-seat. I kind of think it's going to sit in between the two, personally. I think it'll be around there on a drag race. But we'll see. I'm excited about it. Yeah. But we're out here at St. Anthony Sand Dunes. Sand cars. Big boy sand cars. That's why we're here. We are here just to enjoy race weekend with the big sand cars, hang out with the guys that are way above my pay level. But it should be a pretty cool videos we got coming for you, depending upon how the sand car races go out here at St. Anthony Sand Dunes. Really stoked about that. We're gonna dig into the Kawasaki a little bit more, see how things go, with more information comes out. I think Cowie sounds like they're putting them out next month, so we're not gonna have to wait. It looks like it's gonna be in customer hands here shortly, in like a month or so. But it's, I mean, that Cowie's got the Fox electronic suspension. It's got 250 horse, a supercharger. My only thing is how much can we get out of it? And I just don't know on that. My biggest concern with that car is sorry, I get distracted when I see other cars. One thing is, though, I'm a little concerned about is just that little 4-cylinder motor. How much can we get out of that? As we all know, we've tried to pull a lot out of the Pro R motor and really get into it. I mean, we're, you know, 500 to the wheels on this car, you know. We've boosted its power to about 3 times its power that it started with, and it's pretty dang reliable. I just don't know if we can, how much we can pull out of that KRX if we're gonna try to get it in the aftermarket hands, because we know, I mean, all these aftermarket guys are gonna start tweaking and twisting and trying to get more out of them. I'm excited to see that. My only concern is how much can we get out of it, and I don't think we're gonna be able to get that much out of that supercharger. But I'm sure we'll get some. So I'm excited to see the development of all that. See, you know, whether it's Packard, Pro EFI, or all of these guys, I don't know. There's so many, LaRue, all of them. I'm sure they're all gonna start tweaking with them real quick. The nice thing is, I think a small little tune upgrade that won't cost you a lot. You can probably get a little bit more power out of it and probably turn that into a 300 car pretty quick. So then you got a really, really quick Doom car, and that would be awesome. But we'll see. I know I'm saying we'll see a lot. I'm way excited about it. I don't even know what to say with all the info. Like, I feel like there's a ton of info and I'm not even telling you guys much about it. But that Garmin is really cool in there. I mean, I think it's a good looking car. I think it looks pretty good, don't you, Brent?
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll see. We're gonna give you guys a little bit of footage of this. We got quite the rap sheet of cars coming out this weekend. We'll go run some cars. Hopefully there's some good cars to run. I don't think the sand cars will be in our level. They're well above our level, the ones that are here this weekend. So we probably won't be trying to race any of them because they're on a insane level that are out here this weekend for the race series out here. They're gonna be out at Big Bull. But I'm really excited about this KRX, and I'm really excited for a lot of you guys. I honestly, if I was getting a backup car, it'd be hard not to buy that car. Just the bang for the buck, for power, suspension, everything you're getting, and the price tag. I mean, to me, the two biggest factors should be price, power, and then if you want to throw a third one in there, I would say reliability. And I feel like Cowie, I mean, obviously there's been some people out there probably in here that'll say, dude, my Cowie broke down, this or that. You know, every brand has a couple cars break down, but I don't think it's an epidemic with Cowies with a lot of them breaking. So I think they're a really well-built car. And so I like that aspect. You're getting in my opinion, the three biggest things are just price, power, and reliability. Other stuff is great, like some electronics, the suspension, or I would probably say suspension. They got electronic suspension. Like, what are they missing, really? Like, there's nothing you can be like, well, they didn't do this. So all we can wait and see is if that 250 horsepower runs into something, if it's actually really that. So here we go, Chase is out here. We're gonna go rip it up. Peace.